Hello, this is Cuberized, and welcome to my All the Mods 11 Let's Play. Well, I just picked up my Infusion Altar and all the pedestals that were out here because we're going to go and make a machine to automate it. So, inside, out of the rain, Mystical Agriculture has a machine that will let us do infusion in a one-space block. So instead of having the altar and the pedestal, we're going to go ahead and make the Infusion Altarnator. How exciting does that sound? So what we need is the actual infusion altar, a machine frame, some solium ingots, and some iron ingots. And there it is. And I will put these other things away. Yeah, let me toss that in. So this does require power. And yeah, I guess I can put it on the back side of this. Let me put it up here. So it takes power, and then you put in, or you can power it with coal. Let me show you how that looks. I've been talking about that with the other machines, but I have not actually added in any coal to show you what that looks like, because we have had things attached to power. So if I wanted to, I could just toss this in, and you can see it is now filling up with energy using this. Right now it's been raining and it's nighttime, and I think, yeah, my power is pretty well drained between running the mechanical squeezer here and the machines down below. So, but this will get me power. And yeah, this is how we can actually go ahead and do various things with the altar that we would have done with the larger setup outside. We can do it inside. So I now have that created, and I don't have anything to create at the moment, but you would set it up just like you would with the pedestals. One of the other things I wanted to do is actually make farmland in the various tiers, and I do need one of those essences back. Yeah, I still have a whole bunch. And I might as well put this away, and I don't need that anymore, because we don't need a wand if we're using this. So with this, I'm going to make one of these, and one of these, one of these. I was trying to determine which seeds I'd already created, and it's a lot easier to do that when the quest is telling me that I have actually completed it. And it wasn't unlocking because I didn't have the farmland made. So if we go check here, now my farmland is made. And when I picked up the altar, I got credit for this as well, because it recognized I had made it. Oh, this is wither-proof blocks. It's hard to read what this says, but we made that for our wither. And so we get credit for that. And we made that, and we made that. And then, so I need to make pig and chicken. I did go out and get some chickens in creature catchers, and I have a few up here that are laying eggs, and I can get at them from the top there. And now it's giving me the quest completions for everything. So when I get enough eggs, which I'm nowhere near enough eggs, but when I get enough, I will go ahead and use the soul extractor to make chicken. So if we look at chicken essence here, I can use either raw chicken, eggs, or feathers. Now, I don't have a lot of any of that yet, but that's what it would take. For pig, which is the other one I do, another common animal that I don't have, it is just raw pork chop. So let's go actually see. I don't even think I have any pigs. I may have to go get some. And I threw some wheat seeds up with the chickens to get them to make baby chickens, and which are so cute. Oh my goodness, so cute. They're little tiny yellow birds. I will put this in here. So yes, pork. Yeah, again, not nearly enough. And oops. I think it was, I need 8, yeah, so I need 16 times 4. I need a whole stack of raw pork chops. So, yeah, that's going to be a lot of pigs. But that is something we can work on as I am out and about. And speaking of raw pork chops, I have not been doing anything really with this. I set this up a long time ago and haven't done anything with it, and I noticed there was some. Okay, that's a dirt block. Let me get missing. Let me get a piece of dirt here. That there was something in here, and I thought maybe I'd put some of that crimson iron or something in, but it turns out that what is in there is things that have fallen in there. So I want to get that out of there. So we can do that one of a couple of ways. I can just dump it into like a casting basin. I can actually make a cast and pour it into a cast. I can go ahead and there's a, I think there's a, I think there's a tank from Productive that's actually used specifically, not that, but a, yeah, that might actually hold it if I actually had one of these that was empty. So yeah, so there's a couple of, I mean, and I think if I put a bucket here, I can get it to come out. So there's a several different ways to do it. To make the cast, though, if you take a look at cast, to make a cast to get anything out of here, I need to make it with molten steel. And I don't really have any steel, but it's iron and carbon, which is coal or charcoal in here. The other way to do it to make steel, and there's a whole bunch of ways to make things. I don't have I haven't made the seeds yet, so that's another thing to think about is not that one, but this one, steel. I have dark steel and I have sky, no I don't, I have sky stone. But there's a whole bunch of different variations on steel of various flavors, but really only one steel, and that's this. And to make that, we need steel. And this steel is made through steel dust, which is again iron and coal with a hammer, or tossing the whole thing in here. So after all that being said and done, I'm going to toss in coal. We're going to see if I can do this here. And some iron. And So it's going to be a 4-to-1 ratio. So for every 4 coal, I need 1 iron. I believe that's what's going to do it. I hope. We'll find out. Because these should melt and then make itself into an alloy, which would be... I'm off. I have too much carbon. And now I'm going to definitely throw this off. Okay, I'm getting more steel. Yep, that's... Worst thing that's going to happen is I'm going to end up with iron in here, and had I thought about it, I would end up with more. Okay, 2 ingots, 3 ingots, steel. Not sure why that's in separate things, but I think we've got it. So, let's find a brick. I happen to have a brick. So, put a brick in, and we're going to make a cast of a brick. So when we start making alloys and different things in here, yeah, whatever item you put in will get destroyed. So keep that in mind. So now we have our, it looks like we have it twice. I do have it twice. Okay, that's a bug. Alright, well, we have 2 casts. I don't know why. Do we have any of this stuff left? No, we don't. It poured it twice. It didn't pour 1, it poured 2. And the brick was still there. Okay. Odd, but alrighty. So we have some amount of meat. Let me get a nugget. I'm going to need more iron. Actually, let me just try to do it this way. So I think I can make... No, I didn't quite have enough. Well, it's there. It's a part of a meat ingot. I know it sounds icky, but that's what it is. So, but at least it's cleared out this. Okay, I need to... Let me go back to the recipe here for steel. So ideally what I'd like to do is make a bunch of steel, and then there's my steel ingots. Okay, let's try this one more time. 1 iron dust. Okay. We can do that until we can get the steel made, and then go from there. Oh, the other thing we can make, which I haven't done yet, is a furnace from, I have furnaces, but a furnace from Mystical Agriculture. And that's prosperity ingots. What do we not have? The prosperity ingots. We really don't have prosperity ingots? Really? Let me just double check. I thought we did. We did at one point. Yes. I used them for something. Okay. So, put that back. And yes, we just need 2 of these. 1, 2. And there's my second furnace. So this is just one of many furnaces we are going to make, and we will see which one we like best. And since we're going to be making things again, oh, now I've got power. Yay. So, and I can take this out. And I will grab a hammer. Or two. And let me grab my iron. Do I have iron dust? No, and I don't think this can go, oops, right to iron dust. I think it goes right to iron. It does. All right, not a problem. So actually, I need that iron back. Let's just do this. All right, so if we make, let's, and then, no, I can't do it that way. I've got to do it outside the crafting. I have to put it in a regular crafting grid. I ended up making a few of these. It's actually kind of nice to have them. I've stashed them all over the place. All right, and yeah, I can put an upgrade in here just like I have down below. Same thing with this. I can put an upgrade in here. I think I've got the upgrade right now here. No, here. So I can borrow this and put this in here, and it'll go faster, which is handy to have. So I don't have to have quite so many normal vanilla furnaces. All right, so we've got that. Yeah, so I should be able to use this to make my seeds, which will then, okay, so we need these, and we need blue, and we need prosperity seeds. So we're going to use this to make steel seeds. There's one prosperity seed, and oh, it's downstairs. I actually let my computer run and stay online and was able to get this, which is pretty good. Pretty good. I can actually pretty much at this point stop producing this stuff. I'm still, I still have lots of essence that's coming from the field that's piping down through here. The problem is that when I run out of power, which is the next thing we're going to work on, yeah, everything kind of slows down, and I'm still trying to do other things here. So if I put in, can I click in? I can't click in. Put in that, and I don't want to make that. I want to make this. Put that in and put this in. I can't shift click in. Okay. There. And it should go. And so I don't have to go out and run around to the different things. It should get me my seeds right here. Ta-da! And I can put an augment in this to make this go faster. Upgrade. Upgrade. Machine upgrade. So it's nice. It has the ability to make some very useful machines. Okay, so I've kind of put the inferium back here. This is the stuff I'm trying to get more of, and I'm putting the brand new stuff over here. Yep, and there we go. Trying to keep it all separate. So now if we actually want to use this, this is available to us because I've got that thing out of there. And in fact, if I don't want this, all I have to do is break this, and that meat is gone. There may be a point where I will want to make that, but not yet. And I think that, yeah. Yeah, it's fine. It is fine. And I can even put a hopper underneath of it and catch the output. Let's try to do that. Got that one, and barrel. Yeah. That way we can. Hopefully this will allow us to just auto pull out here. There we go. Okay, so that is looking better, and now we have our furnace here and this. What other machines do we need? Let me put all that back in there. Put that here. Put that there. Check on the eggs. Oh, making progress on the eggs. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of eggs. Lots and lots of eggs. All right, so let's see. This is going slowly. Power. We need more power. Power. So I've been doing solar, and I want to go ahead and make some additional panels. And yeah, so I'm going to need to make a bunch of those, which is a bunch of these. But I'm even going to need more. So let's make a stack, and I don't have a stack, and I'm out of dielectric paste. Awesome. Let's make more dielectric paste. So we're looking at 16 or 24, it doesn't matter which way we go. This we can get, did I craft blaze seeds? That's a good question. I don't know that I did. Let's go check. Let's just check here. So the answer is no. I don't have a lot of blaze rods, so let's go with the lava. Let's pause for a minute and go check and see what the merchant has. Okay. I like the fact that this is freed up now so I can put more building out here. Okay. Bubble coral. Might be the coral I need. Let's see what coral I have. I have brain and tube. Let's get some of the bubble. Hold on, hold on. Wait. Wait, where are you going? You like to hang out like right next to me until I need you. And now you're running away. Thank you. That's all I need. I could go to the ocean, but it's a distance. This is easier. I'm trying to gather the coral I need for the coral seeds. And onward to solar. No, let me go solar. Yes, so I decided I think lava is going to be the way to go. And do I have buckets? I do have buckets. Yeah, speaking of buckets, I was able to get a slime in the bucket, which is very cool. Because he will bounce around when you are in a slime chunk. It is a very cool thing. Where is he again? Here he is. You just hold him, and as you move, well, let's go back to the close. Checking the time. Oh, it's sunrise. Well, I can show you. It's only a portal ride away. So you see how he's jumping? I don't even need to be holding him. You can see him jumping around on my toolbar. Yep, and then he stops. And now he's jumping again. So these are slime areas. I don't know if there's a slime out here because there shouldn't be. Yeah, there's actually nothing out here at the moment. But as I get into a slime area, he will be all jumpy. Why is none of this showing up as slime area? Yeah. Well, it's daytime too. That doesn't help. But yeah, here it is. Ta-da! So, let's go. Let's go home. There he is. I wish we had cave openings so I could go down and take a peek and find some slime, but underground, that is. He's just so cute, jumping around. All right, back home and back to solar. So let's grab. Let's put the little guy away before we try to do something with him. All right, and let's put this in here. And okay. Oh, he's gonna be fun. I can hear the making noise. Will you just use up all the lava? Something to think about is after solar, what kind of power to use next, and lava is a reasonable choice. I can chunk load one chunk in the nether and we can pump lava, but I don't know if we have enough of the different kinds of machines yet in the pack to take full advantage of lava. So I'm just going to max out on solar first, and we'll go from there. I've made a lot of dielectric paste, so we should be good to continue with solar. It's just making these, which is just a bunch of dielectric paste. And I'm out of dielectric paste again. Let's get my buckets. There we go. So, and then after that, of course, there's other potentials for energy besides solar and lava. But we'll just keep on doing this, at least for now. But I need to get much better power because we have so many storms. I mean, the rain is intermittent, and when it's raining during the day, that is really counterproductive to power generation. So having multiple different ways to generate power will be helpful. That way, no matter what's going on, day or night, raining or not, I'm generating some kind of power. So, yeah, that will be really handy to have. And the other thing is I can go to the nether to refill the tanks, which I have just maxed out on here. Okay, so let's see how many we can get of that. Did I just use my one and only dialects? Yes, I did. Okay, let's make some of those. I probably don't have... Yes, and I'm out of the rods. Okay, let's make some more of these, which I'm sure is iron bars and dielectric paste. Yes. And let's make a stack of those. Can I get 2 stacks, or is that going to be pushing it? No, I do. Okay. So I have 1 starter solar panel. So how many more? 1. Let's get more of these made. I should be able to make... I don't think so. 32 is good. If I can get that many panels, that would be great. And now I'm missing these again. And okay. Well, something magical happened. So I have 1, 2. I want a multiple of 3 because that's how all these things go. So that gets me 6. That's 18. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's a lot. So then to make this, I need to do this. 3, 4. And I'm out of casings again. How many of these do I have? Actually, if I sat down and calculated it, I would get these exact, and it wouldn't be a problem, but I am not. And no, that's not what I wanted to do. Of course, it just... What are they doing outside? Alright, that should be enough. And I do not have a multiple. How did I end up with 10? Oh, I've got some on the roof. Let me go get the ones on the roof. Well, not all of them. Let's get... that's 12, and... I still have an odd number. How many do I have here? How many do we have total? I think I need to make 2 more. Oh, those are basic. No, those are basic. These are all basic. So I have 16, which is not a multiple of 3. Let's make 2 more basic, which means 6 more starter. Okay, let's make 6 more of these. Okay, and then should be able to get... Okay, and now I should be able to finally get... Oh... Energized steel. Yeah, okay, that was something we were going to get into, was the energized orb, which needs dielectric rods. Okay. So, let's go back here. So I need this. And we need the energizing other thing. So we start with this, which is this, which of course we need that. Thankfully you can switch these back and forth. And let's just start with this. Okay, so we clearly have a quest here. So I did, let's see, so we did do all of the Inferium, just all the Inferium seeds, so we can get all these quest rewards. I'm only going to do this first level here, and then we'll go take a look at... So this looks much better. for here? Yeah, sorry, I was looking for power. Power. Under tech. I think, no, it's under, it's just way too much stuff. Should be power. Is power. There it is. Okay, so we have made this. And we've made that. And we've made these. And that. And this, which is, these are the three things we needed. So let me go take care of that. 1 second. Okay, the merchant has moved on with his llamas, so we can get back to this. So what I was looking at here was this setup, which is, this is what it can look like. So you're setting up these different rods and powering them, and it will energize whatever's on this orb. So yeah, so we can put more than one out there, but just for now this will get us started. And yeah, and it's not going to be fabulous, that's for sure. So let's yeah, we don't have any solar up here. Let's go, do we have any power in here at all? No. Let's check the one down below. No, not at all. We are at a dead stop. Okay. This is where we can do a, because I don't think I have it yet. I don't think I've done it yet, which is, that's extra infusers. Simple coal generator. And there we go. So it is going to be simple, and let's let me put it up a level. Kind of wedging things in here for the moment. Okay, so coal. Actually, since I have it, there's not a lot in here, but let's a little bit more in there and a little less in there. So let's see what this will get us. This should get something going here. So it is generating, it's just that I've got a lot of things that need energy, and it is night, so let's quickly sleep through the night and check and see how. I'll get the solar back up on the roof, and we'll go from there. At least we have, where did I put the solar? I didn't. So I have a lot of solar, and I need the cables, which are basic cables. Are these basic? These are basic too. Okay, well, there's opportunity for improvement there. I just fell in my hole here. This, ever just have one of those days? It's just, okay. Let's get these out here. And I will at least be generating some electricity. And as I make the required materials, I can go ahead and upgrade these panels. And this, they all have access to daylight. So I am not messing anything up here. And I still can get under there. Excellent. All right. That was all of them, right? Yep. Okay. Again, it's raining. And this is just going through its motions, so I will put these two back in. Not that I'm using them at the moment, but yeah, I can definitely remove that. So how this works is I'm going to use the one down below. We're going to use this, and we're going to attach this here. And let's make sure that that is an out. That is south. So south I want to do south is going to be there, I hope. I hope. And now we need to, I'll put the last one away. Let me do the so energized steel is, we put an iron ingot and a gold ingot and we get 2 energized steel. I have that right here. There's a gold and there's an iron. And let's do several. Partly because I want to make some things, and partly because we can do seeds. Of course we can. I think... Nope, give me that back. I think this just goes like... maybe not. What am I missing here? Basic tier machines. You will have to create Energized. Got it. That's what I'm working on. Energy rods within a 9x9 area, creating better. I may have to have a cable on it. It may not work right off of 2 energy cables. Yep. So, and I just put that cable away. So that is a thing. No, it looks like it is powered. It looks like it's got 10,000 FE. It's just not... One sec. I want to clear out that machine. Yeah, that's all it took, was just taking out the extras. And it's done. We have our first energized ingots. That did not take too long, but it was not that complicated of a thing. So we don't actually need the cables from there. But if I'm going to stretch this out and put on multiples of these, it might be best to do that. So I'm going to do this a couple more times. I will use my brand new machine to make energized steel seeds. And then I will also see if we can craft with this and make up what we need to do our next tier of solar. Okay, let's go to it. So to make energized steel seeds, we need the blue essence and the seeds, the prosperity. Yep, we need one of these and a bunch of the blue essence. Oh, again, I put it in the box. It is not attached to my storage system. So, yep, there it goes. It's all happy. And I will take you two. And you. Thank you. So we are going to run here. Yes, I did that one, so I want to clear this out. Actually, I want to keep that there. And I want to put this here. And there it goes. If you're short on energy, you know, stick with the pedestals until you can actually do this. And yeah, you can clear this out. And yep, now we have energized steel seeds. And the good news is as these keep trying to get themselves improved, it will generate seeds which I can then strip the essence. So here's my steel. I've already generated. And these are, oh, those are my old ones. Yep. I haven't generated any new seeds yet, but I have some essence. Essence is good. So I can take that and I should be able to make ingots. So this makes itself into yep, I get steel ingots. I can make one set. But there we go, my first steel. Woohoo! All right, let's see what we can do with 4 energized steel ingots. I wanted to make the next level of solar. We'll see if I can do it. Which definitely takes this. So I need 3 plus hardened, and that's going to take basic. Okay. And then, yeah, I don't have enough, but let me see if I can get these, just these 2 things done. Now I can get, yeah, I got the 2 done here. So I need 3 more ingots, and then I can do this. Cool. And we will recycle this essence. Or the seeds, rather, for the essence. Yeah, so this is going, and I can, yeah, what I can do, and it's a very, oh, the other thing we can make, actually, is, because I can do this manually, Just sit here and smack it with fertilizer, and it will generate a lot of essence and occasionally fertilizer. And every once in a while I get seeds. So if you need something, it's a way to quicker get something out of the seeds that you planted. But it's I wouldn't do it. I mean, I wouldn't be sitting here for an hour doing it. If it's a few seconds to generate a few essences that you need to finish, that's perfect. And I think we're gonna call it there. Okay. Let's see what I have. Oh, that's my air seeds. Didn't think I had air still out here. Did I? Oh, yes I did. I put it up front. How much air do I have? Air is there. Oh, that's why. I don't even have a full stack. Most of the stuff I have at least one stack of. This one I don't, because I used it. I used some of it. Okay, you may continue. And this is wither. And I don't think I have, I almost have a full stack of that. So, let me put the air up in here. And yes, I have my first steel. So we can also put this one down. Well, first steel that generated itself, rather than being crafted by me. Okay, well, we've got some new seeds, and we've made some new machines, which is very exciting. We have our other world trees that are up there, which look very nice. That's from last episode. And we can now make additional ingots. Yay! All right, so can we get here yet? Oh, yep, that's all upstairs. That's up on the roof. Is this a... yeah, that's just a standard casing, which I don't have those, which means I have these. And I did it again, didn't I? Okay, let me go get the solar. I can do, for sure, I can do, make this into, and let's take these two. Yeah, we'll put it out here. Only reason is just to keep it looking a little different from the rest of the stuff. Because they do look very similar, it would be easy to get them confused. Can I make another one of these? Yeah, let me go make the casing. And okay, that's okay. That should be enough. And I will, let's get, oh, it's nighttime, they're not going anywhere. So let's take them all. I fell in the hole again. Thankfully I have flight, otherwise it would be just too silly. Okay. Let's finish this up, and then we will get the new solar on the roof. And I am out of no, I'm gonna have to that's the hardened and that's the hardened. Okay, so let's put all this other stuff away. I have two. Two's not bad. We'll get there. Yeah, I probably don't need all this either. Now that I put it all up here. Okay. Let's see how the chickens are doing. Ah, we have a stack of eggs. Let's start doing this. So just put the soul jar in and add eggs. There we go. And that can go in there. So let me kill this wandering zombie. And then we'll go check on our stuff. And I think at this point, we're getting close to wrapping it up. That's a bat in the distance. Okay. Hair seeds. Leather skeleton, inferium, energized steel. I got a little bit more. But yeah, it's going to be, oh, yep, see, I heard you. It's going to be a slow process, so I think between episodes, I will go ahead and fertilize the heck out of this. And in fact, I think I could possibly, since I really don't need the inferium, I really just need the rest of the stuff because I have a ton of inferium, let's create the fertilizer. And the machine, not create this, but create, I think it's just called the fertilizer. So it does a 3x3 area, and it fertilizes. So I will just make these up really quick. 1, 2, and 1 fertilizer. And I happen to have a loose. And let's do a cable. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Not sure if this works if I slap it right on top of the... But let's, does this face... Yeah, I think I need to turn it around. Let's face it this way. 3x3 area hopefully is the area in front of it. And let's grab some of this. And let's see if, so this does need power. Now I can either feed it. First thing is if I put this directly on top of it, does it work? And if that bat comes close to me, I'm going to hurt it. Okay. Yes. So that's nice. So there's no cables or anything else required. It just gets it from there. And then we need to put in fertilizer. And I'm seeing something here, but I'm not sure if it's actually happening out front. Using fertilizer. Yes. Yes, we are. So, bonus yield. I don't have any upgrade on it. I can go borrow the one I have in here. And then I think we're done. Where did I put it? Nope. Oh, it's ready for another jar. Yeah, I put it there, which I can grab it out of. And yeah, I will have to make upgrades for everything, but I need a stable power setup here that can handle what I'm doing. And that should be better. Area is going to be bigger. The way I have it set up, it's not great because there's nothing else over here. But yeah, it's so far keeping up with it. So, and it's a use for the fertilizer. So there we go. New things, and yeah. So if I wanted to make some more energized, so let's actually take a look at the next level up of solar, what it needs. It's going to need blazing crystals. So blazing crystals are done through here by either putting through blaze powder or a blaze rod, which means I probably should go tackle some blazes, which I will probably do between episodes. So yeah, but let's I will go ahead also and make some more energized steel. Yeah, I have 2 ingots. Okay, so plenty for me to do. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. I do read everything and reply. And if you have enjoyed, I would appreciate a like. It really helps me and the channel out, and trying to grow. And also subscribe if you haven't done so already so you can get alerted to new content when I make it available. This is Cuberized, signing off. Have a great one, everybody. See you at the next one.